Day 50, Inner Happiness. So I had a realization maybe this morning. I was listening to some law of attraction videos, which really apply to most things in life. My current girlfriend was sleeping in, so she was in the bed just relaxing, and I was playing some videos. And I stumbled upon some of the guys I follow, they do a daily bit. And what really dawned on me is how everyone around us is holding the people in their lives accountable for their happiness. Now, here's what I mean by that. For example, when I reflect on my relationship with the girl to whom this project is about, beautiful, fun, romantic, excellent. But there's a few times that I would do things, and these are the things that she would bring up, that more or less were her saying, "You're responsible for my happiness." So, for example, one time, early on in our relationship, I was set to meet her sister. And her sister is a world traveler. Well, she basically goes other places and will work, and then she doesn't put down roots anywhere, which actually I've come to learn is a transient narcissist after I met her. You can Google that or do a YouTube search. It's quite hilarious. Actually, I've come to learn that all of her and her sisters are all different kind of narcissists. Her other sister's an overt narcissist. My girl is a covert narcissist, and her sister is a transient narcissist. But so I was lauded by her family that this girl is a big intelligence, always on the move and in demand and yakety yak. So, hey, great. I like a good debate because I'm a fairly cerebral person. So we got together. How's it going? Yakety yak. And we started talking about Brexit, the British leaving the European Union. And she had a view which actually completely surprised me because it was all pro-Brexit. Or not pro-Brexit, anti-Brexit or anti-EU. Or no, anti-Brexit and pro-EU. Now, I've long maintained that the EU it's a flawed entity in as much as it's run by people who are not elected. It creates a power imbalance, meaning that industrious companies like Germany have to hold up countries like Greece. It's basically socialism at the end of a gun. You must, supply goods for us all. Of course, there's bigger definitions of this, but what can I say? So I had a conversation with her, and the point is that the exchange I had with her, I like to have a civil conversation, but it was almost like she got offended that I had a different opinion. Even though when I have an interaction with someone, I can back it up with facts, and it's no fun having an interaction with someone when they're just basically arguing based on emotion or opinion. In any case, the conversation didn't go on for long, because I could tell it was going poorly, and I let it go. Days later, my girlfriend was like, or even weeks later, she brought it up that I had no business, talking to her sister in such a way that made her feel awkward. And I was just like, I was trying to have a conversation because she's supposed to be this great intellect. I defended it a little bit, probably more than I should have. What can I say? But in that moment, my interactions, because I was more or less representing her, made her feel diminished. Sometimes when our kids get together with her family's extended kids, you get 5 or 6, 7 kids together who are all under the age of 12, 13, and they're all boys. There's going to be some sparks, and there were. Again, this was brought up time and time again. To the point that, again, kids will be kids, but taking it personally is a mistake because you're holding someone else accountable for your mental state of mind. Some people can't get past that. Oftentimes when we first got together, she had an expression which made me fall in love with her even more, and it was, everything was fine enough. You know, the weather's fine enough, the vehicle's fine enough, the event is fine enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's fine enough. And I think that was part of her to some degree, but as time went by, again, as I found with a lot of women, they drop. They have a higher standard that they expect you to adhere to. And if it wasn't for the quality of our relationship in so many other areas, be it the comedy, the sex, the tenderness, I would say, fuck it. I can do better. And, at the end of the day, maybe I can. But I still am very much in love with my previous girlfriend because of those things. But ultimately, if we get back together, there's going to have to become a recognition within her that no one can make her happy but herself. I can recall in the house where she would come home and maybe the kids hadn't done certain things, which kids are wanting to do, but I found her reaction to be more extreme than it needed to be. And I even called her on it once or twice, saying, hey, they're just kids. Don't let your world fall apart because the kid hasn't unloaded the dishwasher. Domestic tyrant is a trademark of narcissism. But again, I think narcissism can be beat if a person who is narcissistic, because I myself have narcissistic tendencies. I actually, when I write the narcissistic tests, I actually check out as a narcissist. That being said, I have a lot of empathy for, there's a lot of people I have empathy for. I have empathy for the girl I'm with right now, and as much as, I'm not making any commitments to her, and I'm done a lot of things for her, but ultimately our relationship has to end because I want to go back to my other girl. That will bother me, so I'm trying to treat her well. I mean, I think she's with me because and as I've said, this is, relationships are no guarantees. But I'm giving her the best of me right now. In the advent that, she may very well get into my heart, and, the other girl won't matter. But it's not currently the case. And I don't think it'll be for a while. But I have empathy for a lot of other people, like whether it was my previous girlfriend's ex-husband. I just felt bad for him that he, he's living on the outside. I've been there, and it's no fun. And he was a bit of a dick, but maybe a dick because of his circumstance. But I digress. The last part of that, where no matter who you are, no matter who's in your life, you can't hold anyone responsible for your happiness. I went and bought some wedding jewelry. Wedding jewelry is something I sell. And I buy it from women who are getting rid of it because they'll get rid of it cheap. I get it cleaned up and I sell it. It's a high profit, low inventory room type item. And so when I got together with her, she's like, yeah, my boyfriend's not very happy that I have this. And so immediately the bells went off my head. And I said, when are you getting married? Well, hopefully soon because the baby's due in January. So two things went off. And after I made the deal with her, I said to her, now listen to me carefully. You're making your boyfriend responsible for your happiness when you say things like, hopefully soon. Because you're saying that in order for you to be happy, you have to be married. He's holding her responsible for his happiness because he wants her to get rid of the rings that are from her old ex-husband. The point is, you have to love someone in a way they feel free. It means they can come and they can go if that's what they want. You don't have to put up with it. I mean, if you don't want to have a situation where you've got a relationship, if my girl comes back and she's going to play on again, off again with some other dude maybe she's got connected to, I'm not going to be interested in that because I have my health to think about. And now she's a pretty healthy person, so I can't think she would do that, but you know what I mean. I'm trusting that the manifestation that I want associated with the law of attraction and creating a similar symmetrical vibration will bring to me what I want, but ultimately it'll be what she wants as we both have realizations. I mean, this whole process has given me a realization that, because even I, inside our relationship, she would do certain things and I would take it personally. And I shouldn't have done that. I should just have the ability to be, that's what you're doing? Okay, well, I'm not cool with that, so I'm going to go away for a while and we'll get together later. Anyway. So, internal happiness, or I'm not sure what I'll build the title of this thing as, but you need to have that internal happiness in order to be happy. And this applies to everything in your life. And if you can do that, so many things will disappear. Road rage will disappear. Anger when you're working on things will disappear. Interpersonal frustration when you're dealing with people will disappear. You'll just basically be more zen. And I think that's most of the people who live a long life, that's their thing. Very calm. Anyway, day 50, 10 more days to go. Is she going to show up in 10 days? That'd be great. But I don't know. If not, I'll talk about what I'm going to do at the end of this project. Thanks, guys.